The sinister mind of the psychopath. In the dim corners of a seemingly ordinary life, a chilling tale of betrayal and manipulation is poised to unfold, a narrative woven by the hands of a true psychopath. At the heart of this twisted story lies a family fractured by grief and treachery, centered around a recently bereaved mother who has left behind 6 children. Among them, the eldest son stands tall, burdened with the weight of responsibility, yet unaware of the storm brewing around him. As the family gathers to mourn, tension crackles in the air, palpable and suffocating, born from years of relentless psychological torment. While he grapples with the deep sorrow of loss, the innocent son is unwittingly caught in a cruel emotional ambush. For years, his siblings have been working behind the scenes to erode his self-worth through the insidious art of manipulation. Whispers of doubt and deception spiral around him, fueled by their greed for the family home, a treasure trove of memories they deem unworthy of him. They have plotted in the shadows, biding their time for the perfect storm to strike. That fateful evening arrives, charged with grief, but also with malice. As he stares into the void left by his mother's death, his sisters and their husbands burst into his home like a whirlwind, unleashing a torrent of venomous accusations. "You wanted her dead," they scream, twisting the knife of his insecurities while laying bare his most vulnerable moments. Shocked by the betrayal of those he has loved, he spirals into a chaotic abyss of confusion and despair. Their relentless assault continues as the night drags on, pushing him closer to the brink of madness. "You hated your mother," they hiss, sowing seeds of doubt deep within his mind and spiraling him into a labyrinth of paranoia and guilt. They skillfully craft a narrative that leads him to believe he is teetering on the edge of insanity, especially with schizophrenia in the family history. Reality begins to blur, engulfing him in a disorienting fog that strips away his sense of self. In this vulnerable state, he unwittingly falls into their calculated trap. They orchestrate his institutionalization, severing his ties to the outside world, the world that once felt safe and familiar. Within the sterile walls of the facility, dread wraps around him like a vice, paralyzing his thoughts. To further ensnare him, they ensure he doesn't forget his phone, a chilling reminder of the torment awaiting him. From his isolation, a barrage of ominous messages floods in, cloaked in an illusion of love. The final blow lands with a brutal twist. Specters of guilt rise as they suggest they are to blame for both parents' deaths. The next morning, a nurse enters his room only to find him lifeless, the spark in his eyes extinguished. Nearby, his phone buzzes ominously, a haunting reminder of the torment he endured. The last message, painfully simple, reads, "I love you." What he never realized in those spiraled moments of anguish was that they had meticulously deleted the messages leading up to that final betrayal, the vicious accusations that drove him over the edge. In the end, the horrific truth of that night faded into the shadows, buried in a darkness that would forever conceal the family's sins, leaving only whispers in the air.